Oh, what's up, everybody? You're
All right, good night.
Who just joined? Why do people join every single time someone leaves?
yeah, but I'm him.
Ridiculous. What's up?
What's up? So I just got your message. What's up?
Uh, well, here I'll just show you. Actually, I'm
Okay.
streaming. Do you want to watch?
Yeah, sure. I'll watch real quick. I am streaming right now.
Okay, I'm not. It's just game related stuff.
Okay.
Okay, you watching?
Yeah. Hold on,
What
my
do you
Steam.
notice?
Hold on, my Steam just came up. Give me 1 second. My Steam just popped up in the load. Okay, so what do I notice?
Well, look at the details about my character.
That's
Do
what
you
I'm doing.
notice anything different?
Oh, it's automated to me.
Maybe something next to my name might be different.
Yeah, it's automated to me. You're not seeing that. That's what I just said. Congrats.
Yeah,
Congrats.
I
You a
got it
full
changed.
you a full AD and a trader to your reverse alliance now. You got an
I
achievement.
am. Dude, do you have any idea? If I get this set up for PvP, we're gonna wreck shop. I 100% believe it, dude.
You got to get in vengeance and check out them skills if you want to play where I play. It's different in vengeance though. It doesn't actually have like PvP stuff. I mean, so it's hard to explain. It's not the same. Like you don't get the same skills. I do play regular every now and then, but I don't have a computer that can run it, so it's really really bad playing like Great Host or something. It gets pretty rough. But I'm glad you're here with us in the bright side of things. That is awesome. I have not had any access to water today. I've sweated my balls off.
Oh my god, why?
So where are my tents located? There's nothing close, and I was trying to clean up. I was going to try to grab some water from this faucet at the school where I stay on the way here, right? But people were just chilling in the fucking parking lot and would leave, and I where I wasn't on earlier, I wanted to get on. I'll be all right till tomorrow though, because I'll grab some water on the way back through the parking lot when I go home. When I go back,
That's scary.
I mean, I was actually putting in work today. I was cleaning my tent area, getting the tent fixed, set back up. I've got to finish cleaning the inside of it. So there's going to be about 1 day a week where it's going to be like that. I'm going to probably start calling them short a little earlier during the daytime, starting next week. So like instead of 8:30, I'll probably do it at like 5:30, so I can get back on at the same time at night, but still clean up some of my tent area. It'll be like that, like two days a week or something. I got to get that place cleaned up, man. I let it go. I got depressed. I just let that shit go.
Hang on 1 second. I don't want to be coughing into the microphone.
I get it.
All right. Um,
Pass that thing that way,
excuse
this
me.
way. Roll that shit like that shit. Hold that shit, hit that shit.
First of all, that is horrible, and I am so sorry to hear that.
I mean,
Also, that is scary. And actually, earlier I noticed that you weren't on all day. And I thought about that kind of stuff. I was like, man, I hope he's okay. Like, because it's been hot,
yeah, it's pretty
dude.
rough.
It is so easy to get heat stroke right now. You
So
know what I
if
mean? All it
it
takes
is,
is walking just a few minutes
yep.
outside in direct sunlight without water, and like you're cooked.
Well, so
It can get so bad so fast.
there are
And I was
perks
like,
about
man, I hope
being
he's
homeless.
okay.
There are perks about being homeless. You tend to build up a tolerance to that kind of stuff. Like, so I used to do concrete construction my whole life, so I'm somewhat built for that. And it was the only difference between the day and when I did concrete. Concrete actually had water on hand at all times. I normally have water at my tent, but I haven't been staying there, but nothing to do nothing but sleep. You know what I'm saying? And so today, I was like, man, I let this stuff go. I've got to get this stuff tightened back up. I've got to do something because if not, the people that have let me chill there, or they're going to kick me out. So I took today and tightened some things up. I didn't get a whole lot done, but I got a whole lot of prep done. I got one side of my tent clean, the other side's kind of stacked up in piles, ready to get together. All my clothes, like I got holes in my tent, so it's a little bit difficult. If you actually check out my YouTube channel, you can kind of see how I live. There's some shorts about my homeless struggle. I haven't been doing it lately because I don't have a computer to edit.
How long have how long have you been doing that?
So small backstory. I used to sell about 15, and this is the Adult Swim stream, so I don't mind speaking on this right now. I used to sell about 15 pounds of methamphetamines a month in West Virginia. Uh, I was a big, I
Damn.
was a big drug dealer. I was a big drug dealer in Winston Salem. I mean, I was doing quite the, quite
Holy
the
shit,
thing,
dude.
and
You must have been swimming in
I
cash.
mean, yeah, I had three properties by 2000. I
Rare.
mean, I had three
That's
properties in
okay. I
2020.
I like to watch blow.
Well, so here, check. Yeah, I hear you. Dude, it's closer to home than you would believe. Uh, but the thing is, I decided to get out of it, and so my last stint in prison, I decided I was going to quit completely. I ended up having three properties with a couple trailers. I ended up donating this to some people I knew. I gave all three. I signed all three of them over to somebody and told him that there was a contract for him to keep one. He had to give the other two to two people that we knew that were homeless. Uh, that they were. He was to make sure they got those properties. It was up to them to pay bills, whatever the case was. But it was up to him to give those properties away to those correct people. And if he didn't, the properties would he would owe me a bunch of money. I was gonna sue the shit out of him. Uh, so that happened, and I moved to Charlotte. I went to prison in 2020. I got out of prison. It was like a CRV, a confinement as a response to violation. I actually told the judge I want to change, but if you send me to prison, I'm going to do 5 months. I'm going to get out, and I'm going to be right back in it. But if you send me to do a CRV, and I can request to get to somewhere other than Winston Salem and remain on probation, then I can have the supervision that I feel like I need at the moment. Because if I don't have the supervision, then I'm not going to want to change. But right now, I'm actually not doing too bad. I said I violated, but I feel like I need the supervision right now. This judge has never granted a CRV on her bench except for until that up to that point until me. And so when I moved to Charlotte, I was doing good. I got a job at Masonite Doors International. I worked there for a few months. They fired me because I made a joke about taking the manager's position. Dude would fall asleep on his desk in the office on the overnight while we would work. And I said, man, look, I don't know what you're doing on that paperwork falling asleep, but if you don't quit falling asleep on it, I'll be the one there pushing it where you sleeping. And then he fired me 3 days later for using the restroom too much. Long story short, I ended up at Waffle House in Pineville, North Carolina. Worked there for a little bit, got back in the game between the time I got to Charlotte back there and then decided I was getting out completely. I've been homeless for 3 years. Uh, and have not went back to that. I refuse, and that's why I live the way I live right now. Is because I will not go back. And that's my story.
Well, I think it's pretty admirable how forthcoming you are because that's pretty hard stuff to talk about. Well, I think, it's difficult for any person to talk about anything that um I think in anybody else's eyes can compromise
Oh yeah, this my
their
story is
image of them or whatever. Like it's hard to talk about
well.
stuff like that.
So the thing of the way I look at it is, I tell my story because it could save someone's life. I don't care if it destroys what 100 people see me like. If I can save one person, I can die that day and be happy. I want to genuinely help people, which is why my website or my career choice is cybersecurity. And even more so, I want to do a form of cybersecurity that I can keep my morals because I don't believe in telling on people to the police. I think it's different when you're telling on somebody to like a game developer because you know that game developer put his heart and soul in. That's like telling somebody that worked their ass off to build a business and somebody's trying to come in and undercut their business. You're not really telling on that person and get them in trouble. You're telling someone else something that is detrimental to them. You're not you're not actually snitching on someone unless you tell the police that someone's doing wrong. There's a fine line. However, I still want to help people and I don't want to be on the wrong side of the field. So what I want to do is I want to do offensive security. I get to think like a criminal, act like a criminal. The only thing I have to change is why I do it. And so what would happen is I get hired to break into buildings, hack computers, talk to people, and try to pull information out of people via words, which is called social engineering, physical penetration testing, which is like breaking into a business, trying to figure out a way into the building, and then data breach penetration, which would be trying to figure out a way how to hack into the network. I get to write up a report and hand it to someone and say, hey, these are the holes I found. This is where you can go or how you can fix it. And what I want to do is that where that service is normally reserved for Fortune 500 people, I want to I want to give that service at a lowered rate to mom and pop businesses at a cheaper price. What's up, no name?
Apparently, a group of Fighters Guild soldiers got ambushed and taken to a
Want to buy
desolate
1,400 crowns, 12.6 mil.
Are you
That's huh? What'd you say?
sorry? I was just asking if you're not still watching my stream, right?
No,
Okay. Just making sure. Not that I'm doing anything, but, just to be aware.
allegedly.
Allegedly, precisely. I'm
Stupendously.
trying to decide what I want to do. What are you doing?
I'm probably about to check and see what Vengeance map looks like. Sit in there for maybe try to see if there's anybody in there. If not, I'm probably going to do some battlegrounds, maybe some PvE content because where I was off today, it's not really. I didn't get to full fledge it out earlier, so I kind of want to just kind of play around a little. I'd like to do some hard stuff, but
Do you
I gotta
care at
check
all
in.
about pledges and stuff like that?
Sometimes, usually Monday's vet, but I'm down to do some pledges.
Just trying to decide what I'm going to do because I don't want to interrupt what you're doing.
I'm actually not doing. I haven't started doing anything yet.
When I don't have anything to do, what I generally do is I just go to Cracklorn and just see what groups people are running, and I just start running groups. But that's
Yeah, did you talking about like for like Domain runs and World Boss runs?
No, no, like trials and arenas and stuff like that. Actually, the last couple of days I've been running a little bit of Infinite Archive,
Uh,
which is interesting. Yeah, I was running with a necro yesterday. I don't know who needs to hear this, but necromancers and arcanists
excel in I, don't they?
together are dangerous.
Oh
Like
yeah. I mean,
nearly unstoppable.
it just depends on
It
how you
it is
set
the
it up.
force, especially if you play similarly and then you start like synchronizing your movements together. I guess it would be because you play similarly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I have a friend who's a necro. I met him through one of the guilds and we play very similarly. So when we play together, it's like ridiculous. I mean, it would already be that way just because of the classes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What
too
what
many
makes
words.
them
Words are
what
hard.
what makes them good together?
Um, so there's a lot of buffs that mages have that are extremely beneficial for arcanists. Like for example, I subclass with Sork, and one of the reasons that I do that is because I have these buffs right here, the critical surge and then hurricane.
Hmm.
Um and these are like absolutely ridiculous. This is just an AoE thing. Don't pay attention to that. But these, like this
You're saying these and stuff, and
and
I'm not
this
looking.
on top of this.
Do
Sorry.
that again.
Re,
Do that
re,
again. Start that over.
re, re,
I'm looking.
I completely forgot you weren't watching. My apology. My apologies.
You're good.
These skills right here. So this right here, this is from Arcanus. This is recuperative treaties. And that gives you major brutality, major sorcery. It increases your weapon and spell damage, and then it does some other stuff. This one right here, these two right here, these blue ones are from the storm calling subclassing skill line that I have right here.
Hmm.
Okay. So this one gives major brutality and sorcery, and then it increases your weapon and spell damage. And then on top of that, it increases crit damage. Okay.
Yep.
And then Hurricane gives just like an AoE buff. It basically surrounds you in like light and wind and stuff in it. Buffs everything around you with damage. But when you hit these three together, and then especially if you smack this down, Xena's Empowering Disc, this is another Arcanist ability.
Hmm.
This puts like a do you ever see me throw down that big green circle on the ground?
Yeah.
That's what this is. And this gives you an increase in minor courage, minor fortitude, minor intellect, minor endurance. It increases your weapon and spell damage. It increases your health, magicka, and stamina recovery. Like, you throw that on the ground in combination with these three other buffs, and that, like, yeah. Like, if I'm about to go into a boss fight, I'll slam all three of those down, and then I use this potion that I made, Essence of Weapon Power, put that on.
Hmm.
And then if I'm lucky, I'll be able to slam down my ultimate Flawless Dawnbreaker. And bro, things just like
Ah,
disintegrate. It is fantastic. But yeah, that's just an example of how they can like kind of
so
synchronize with each
so
other
you
and be
mean like
beneficial.
subclass together?
Yeah.
Not like if you teamed up with each other.
Well, no, but it doesn't matter because you're still, if you're teamed up with someone who's that class, you're going to get secondhand buffs from them anyway. It's going to be like you know. Most of
So
the
you
time
know
when you
you're
when you have those buffs, they go to other members of the group. They're not like a solo buff
so
type thing.
so Chris Surge is by yourself. It doesn't actually affect other people. I'm a sword. Let me double check that before I tell you that. Let me actually read my skill. It's been a long time since I've actually read it. I just know my rotation at this point. So Chris Surge, while actively, so it invokes Maiden's Major Fatality and Sorcery, increasing weapon and spell damage by 20% for 33 seconds. It's an extremely good skill. While active, dealing damage heals you. So I use Critical Surge instead of the other morph, which gives me a healing effect because I do PvP. So while active, dealing critical damage heals you for 3366 health, and this effect can happen every 1 second. Um, the Boundless Storm is the morph I used on the one you was talking about, which gives you it zaps nearby enemies with shock damage. While in this form, you gain major resolve, increasing resistance by blah blah blah. And activating this grants major expedition, increasing your movement speed for 30 seconds. It's only for you. So those two skills wouldn't. But if you were looking in a team situation, I don't know, man. That's the crazy part. Like I see where your build's killing it. I see that. I don't subclass, but I see it. I see the beastliness. Is there any? Is Are there any skills in the actual Arcanist skill line that procs on other people?
Hmm.
Shit.
Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. I hate when my Discord does that. Chat. Ollie D's in the building. What's up, Brody? My bad, yo. My mic's messed up for a second. I forgot to plug it up and it disconnects very easily. So I
Were
apologize.
you asking if the arc has any abilities that like affect other people?
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm looking at
Yeah.
the sorcerer skills, and I'm not sure I'm seeing any sorcerer wise, other than like so that one's for yourself.
The stork ones, I'm not a pro in that. I'm not a pro in anything, but
Me neither, but
um
it's
as
definitely good
far
to.
as Arcanus goes, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on here.
And I'm sure there's morphs that on some of these skills that will allow this to affect others. Uh, so yeah, like here,
There's a support line on here and there's a tank line and almost every single one of the skills on there, would you call it proc or whatever? It procs.
so Wing Twilight actually affects other people on the
The rune mend, the rune mend does that. Well, obviously because that's a part of the curative rune forms, which is the support
yeah.
end of it. I can't name off the tank stuff because I subclassed that. I replaced it with storm calling, so I can't read it off unless I actually look it up. And then there's Chakram of Destiny. Here, wait a second.
I think that's what I'll do. I have an Arcanist. I'm supposed to be slow leveling. Unless you want to do the dailies real quick, I'm going to do that.
All of those proc, obviously, because they're support. So
Which ones?
that everything that I'm linking in chat right now,
Oh, you're
all of
linking
those.
something in chat. I was about to go back to the stream. I'll relink them
Yeah,
here in a
no, I
second because
ended
I'm
it.
relink them here in a second because I'm logging
No,
out of
you're
my
fine.
fort. I'm going over to my
Yeah, no
Arcanist.
problem. No problemo. Actually, I'm gonna go get some more water because I am so thirsty.
I can dig it.
Thirsty in the healthy and innocent way.
Oh yeah. Is
Oh,
there
wait
ever
a second.
really
Wait a second.
healthy and
I,
innocent?
I have something. I have something perfect for this. Wait a second. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, you ready?
Hold on, I'm not in yet. I mean, it depends on where you're doing it in game or on.
Oh, just are you listening in Discord? Are
Oh,
you ready for
absolutely,
it? Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Perfectly innocent.
That was pretty good.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, that's how you feel.
Lying.
You should play the emotion. Yeah, that one.
Damage.
There we go.
I miss my
Okay.
intro. It used to play that every time I came in the group.
Which one?
Emotional damage.
Emotional. Did you ever do you ever what is his name?
Uncle
Uncle
Roger.
Roger. Do you ever watch that?
Fuyo.
Man, that's how I learned how to make proper fried
Fried
rice is
rice.
from Uncle Roger. I'm so serious.
You may become aunt or uncle soon. You know, he don't really even sound like that.
He's the one who taught me that MSG isn't actually poison.
It's not even close to poison. None out of the 10. None out of
No,
10 things.
isn't it like a form of sodium?
It's a salt, yeah. But think about it like this. Look at the Asian people. They are way healthier than us. They eat
Yeah, I
rice and MSG like there's no tomorrow. And I'm not going to say all Asian people
yep.
eat rice. I don't want to say that, but that is their number one cash crop. I mean, if you go to any Chinese food restaurant, I don't know if that's the norm for like standard home cooked Chinese, but there's rice with everything. So in assumption that
I mean,
that's
it's
never
that
be
way all
Asian
over
cuisine.
Asia,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure, but I would.
including the Middle East. The
Yeah,
Middle East is also a part of Asia, and it's the
yeah.
same thing there. Like it's a staple
It's just state and
rice.
it's so cheap to grow and it's stable and it's easy to cook.
Well, it's nutrient dense.
Yeah, it's got a fiber. It's got also your starches and carbohydrates. It's actually a good source of a few things that are technically fatty but good for you fatty. So like it's got natural carbohydrates, natural starches. You know what I mean? It's not as starchy as a potato, but it's also filling in that sense too. So it's like it's a fattiest food that's filling. You're not gonna need a shit ton of it.
Well, rice is a pretty magical grain because you can change its chemical makeup depending on how you cook it and what kind of lipid you use while you're cooking it. It's it's very unique. Um, but yeah, it's definitely a staple. Yeah, I think it's really funny when people criticize like all the things that Asian people are willing to eat, and it's like,
Look at their health
okay, but they're sitting over there having like the longest lifespans.
and
They don't
way
have
more proper
the
BMI.
same, yeah, they don't have the same health issues. the people that are making fun of them have in their country. So like, what are we doing here? It seems a little bit brainwashed to me. Um, Plus the fact East Asia in particular is one of the oldest living dynasties of people. Um, I would think, you know, I don't know. I think that like Chinese medicine and stuff like that is extremely interesting. Like they have very
Excuse
fundamental
me. Sorry.
the kind of stuff that they like they will go out in public just regularly and exercise together. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
just a normal thing that they do every single day. Like it's completely normal for people to walk most places, not drive, not take public transit, but walk. And have you ever heard of people that like drain their like lymphatic system?
Yeah, I've
That's another
heard of
thing
that.
that I've seen as well.
Well, you know the crazy part, it
Is
can't be tobacco that gives people cancer because most people in Asia, in all parts of Asia, so China, Japan, 2 out of 3 of them are smoking with a cup of coffee. So it's not coffee or cigarettes that's giving us cancer; it's the pesticides, I believe. Everybody says you got to stop
probably.
smoking; it's going to cause cancer. I firmly don't believe that that's what's causing their cancer. Look at everywhere in the world that has longer lifespans and health rates or larger health rates than us, and they're living with
I mean,
cigarettes
they
in their
still
mouth.
have cancer issues too, but
Yeah,
it
but
could
it
be
ain't.
any number of things. That
Yeah,
when it comes to stuff like that, it like the possibilities of what could be causing that just is infinite. It just keeps going. It could be anything, like literally anything. Even things that you might not even think of, like a
yeah.
genetic mutation. You
I
know
mean,
what I
it could
mean?
go. It could be anything from your body not being not just not being able to fight off certain things. Certain
you
pollen
you
in the
know
air could cause you cancer because your body can't fight it
you
off.
know what's a phenomenal cancer killer?
What's that?
And I'm saying this with the understanding that you can go online and look up studies that actually provide evidence of this. But dandelions, dude.
I've heard that. I've heard there's a lot of stuff you can just pick out of
Dandelions,
your yard and make a salad with that will actually help fight off
dandelions
multiple
are
things.
yeah, so dandelions were brought here by European settlers hundreds of years ago. They're not native to North America. Europeans brought them here. They used to be a cash crop, actually, because they're so easy to grow. They're nutrient dense, and so people would grow them and eat them. They lived off of them.
Yeah.
That's why they're here. Um, they have more vitamin C than most food. Like they have like way more vitamin C than like a lemon or an orange or strawberries or bell peppers or anything like that. They have a ton of iron and like raw ferritin, which is really good. They're very good for your heart, your cardiovascular system. Um, in studies where they've tested people that actively have various stages of cancer, and then they give concentrated doses of dandelion root powder to them. And it's not a ton, it's like maybe a tablespoon a day, maybe. And the dandelion was like obliterating the cancer in their bodies, and it was all sorts of cancer, like breast cancer, colon cancer, like everything. Like it's been in like circulating around online a lot recently as well. And on top of that, some people in Asia recently have been literally exploding, I almost said exploding,
Exploding. You did say
exploding
exploding. You didn't almost say it.
cancerous
You finished that
tumors
whole
with
word.
sound. Yeah, no, I did. But they like they jiggle them out of existence with sound waves.
Welcome,
Like
friend.
they're using sound, they're concentrating sound waves onto specific parts of people's bodies where these tumors are, and they're obliterating the tumors. This was actually, I'm serious. This was on the news recently. They went on live television. This was somewhere in Asia. I think it was like China or something like that, maybe. And they went on live TV and they had a I mean, it was either like an X-ray or a, not like a sonoscope, but a sonar or something like that, to where, they're seeing like inside the patient's body, and they were concentrating sound on it, and you could see like the sound waves jiggling through the tumor. It was the craziest thing. Like, if I can find it, I'm going to send it to you. I hope I
Uh,
can, because if I don't, I'm just going to sound like I'm full of it. But
Nova
I
with the
swear to you,
raid. Sorry, I just got raided. Yeah, I've heard of a lot of crazy things they're doing with science right now. I haven't heard that one. That's insane.
yeah, see, if you put it in, I just asked Google, well, I didn't ask it anything. I just put in doctors destroying tumors with sound waves, and it says doctors are destroying tumors using a groundbreaking non-invasive technology called histotrypsy. Histop Histotrypsy. I think that's how it would be pronounced. Pioneered by researchers at the University of Michigan. This procedure received FDA approval in 2023, specifically for treating primary and metastatic liver tumors. And it says instead of relying on invasive surgery, blah, 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 it uses ultrasonic waves to mechanically obliterate cancer cells from the outside of the body. What's amazing is that they can tone the waves so that they specifically target the cancerous cells and not healthy cells. Can you imagine the level of
Targeting.
technology
Yeah,
and just that's amazing.
I appreciate that, Nova. Thanks for the raid and have a happy lurk. Hope you're streaming well tonight. Yeah, it's insane. Uh, like the Hadron Collider is amazing. I think that's super amazing because it's the Hadron Collider creating dark matter is supposed to be have the ability to actually fuel the world in the sense of like electricity. That's that God particle or the dark matter is super strong, super efficient, and the fact that they're playing God basically is uh, is just insane because what you just imagine what they could do with that.
Yeah, well, particles in general are very strange,
So you know what
for
the
sure.
Hadron Collider is, right?
Oh, yes, I'm very familiar with it.
You know what it actually
That's a
does.
dangerous game.
It is, but it's a very much needed game for progression.
It could be, but again, at what risk? You know what I mean?
I mean, no, that's the thing that everybody fails to realize. No risk equals no reward. If you don't take risk in life, if you don't make a, if you don't take a chance, you're actually making a plan to lose. Even if you're not planning anything, not if you don't have any plans whatsoever, you're not taking any chances, and then not taking any chances is a foolproof plan and
Okay, so
to lose.
what is the purpose of the Hadron Collider?
So the purpose of the Hadron Collider was to see the reaction of particles when they slam them together of atoms. That was that actual purpose. It was for no other reason than
Nah,
just to see
dude.
what happens when they played God. That's what they started it for.
The Hadron Collider is being used for multiple different things.
Way
It's
more now.
being used to test.
Yeah, but
They're
that's the
also
original
trying to
purpose was.
create,
Go ahead.
well, I was just trying to say that they're trying to create fusion on Earth, which is extremely
You
dangerous.
talking about
Like,
cold fusion?
I'm talking about the kind of fusion that forms stars, like what stars run off of. That
Yeah,
they're trying
that
to
shit.
reenact that here on Earth.
I mean, it would have to literally be at a molecular level for it not to affect us negatively.
Perhaps we should ask the
That the only way
governor.
that that would be possible to
They
do
will
without
be
without
helping build
blowing us up
that gale.
would be for them to do
I'm
it
not
at the
too
level
keen on
that the
that.
Hadron
Maybe a
Collider
town like
does.
this won't be able to
I mean,
pay up
it's
front.
at
We're leaving
this
on the
at that
Yeah, I
table
don't
level.
trust
It's
it.
I
You
mean,
have a better
I
idea?
wouldn't trust it
There's
either,
some
but they're
creepy
trained
stuff
for that.
going on over there.
Clearly,
I
you
don't
were right.
trust any of it. Nope.
Clearly, US.
I don't think that we need that. That's the thing.
Mafia, what else?
Like, I hear stuff about
Let's
progression.
ask
Who
the
is
governor.
writing the rules
I'm
on
sure
what progress looks like? Why
Who's
are people
that's
getting
the
to
key. That's
decide
the
that
key.
progress is this innocuous thing that's worth putting everyone at risk for?
I
Who's
mean,
making those decisions? That
who's
just
making the
seems very
decision that it's
evil to
not?
me.
That's the what's evil is. So this is the beauty of this is why I love being an American. The fact that your choices and your views matter means that, and the fact that you have the right to do that, at least here in America, means that even though you may think that way, others may not. And the beauty of it is, no matter what you do, everyone is allowed to have opposing opinions, and everybody. I think everybody should get along for it, but that's not the case. But I feel like everybody's views are valid. I think what you're saying is a good point, but then there's the devil's advocate to it of with no risk, how are you going to progress? We'll just be a stagnant culture. We would have never had a car if somebody didn't take the risk of blowing themselves up or others to mass produce cars because at first it
Hmm.
was not a safe game,
it is
and now
Okay.
almost every single person in the world now benefits from that, and people get pretty hurt on those assembly lines.
I would argue though, you need to consider risk versus reward. It's not just this black and white concept of oh, either you
Oh,
risk
it's a gray area,
and
yeah,
you
100%.
gain, or you don't do any risk and you don't gain. Like, there's risk versus reward, okay? Like, you're talking about inventing cars, right? The risk versus reward between putting a car on the street and starting up his engine and testing it is far different than a freaking hadron collider. Those things they're deadly.
They are deadly,
Like,
but they're gen- gen-
they're
they're.
literally deadly, and it is not right to put all the people in the world in danger
I
so
mean,
that people can
it,
be used as these Frankenstein
you,
experiments.
you,
It's messed up. It's not right.
but
It's evil.
you use power as well though. I mean, power. We use nuclear
We
power,
don't
and
have to do stuff like that to have a decent amount of power. Have
so
you
what
ever heard
about
of
nuclear
Nikola
power?
Tesla?
Yeah, I know,
He
I know
proved
nuclear
that
Tesla,
we didn't have to put anyone at
but
risk in order to
everyone
have
wants.
infinite
But that's the
power.
thing though. You're where that becomes where that becomes a valid thought is the fact that you're right on that. Where it becomes invalid is convince everyone else and the people that are making money off of nuclear power. That's the beauty of it.
Well, see, but that's the
To
thing.
progression is risk.
The only people that have to worry about doing convincing are the people that are trying to force this stuff.
Not
But,
really though.
then they're
Not
not
really
even. They
because
just go ahead
they're
and
not
do it. They
forcing,
don't even care.
but they're not forcing it. Everybody's already on board. That's the problem. You can't
Nobody, who the fuck, who is on board with shit
everybody
like
that's
that?
turning their
I don't
lights
know
on.
a single,
I
okay,
don't know
but here's
anybody
the
that's going
thing.
to stand up against it.
I don't know a single human being who is okay with the idea of hadron colliders. That is on par with flock cameras with people.
I mean, I know
I don't
plenty of
know a
people that are okay
single
with it.
person on earth who likes the idea of that kind of power being in someone's hands
I mean, I know plenty of
where
people that
we
are,
are
but
at the
that's
stage we are
it.
with
Just,
people.
I mean, that's the thing though. You might know plenty of people with your view. I know plenty of people that hold another view. I agree with you. I think it's super dangerous, but I can literally pull 15 or 20 people on the phone right now out of my contacts that will tell you it is 100% needed because that one particle that they made originally, the original goal
Yeah,
was just to see
whatever.
it could power a whole country.
You know
One
what?
single
They
black hole.
said
It powers a whole
I
country.
don't
That's a
give a shit.
huge
They
reward.
said the same damn thing about COVID shots. And look, people that got COVID shots, they're still getting sick. You know what? I never got one damn COVID shot.
I took two and I
I've
never got
never had
COVID.
COVID.
I took two and
Ever.
never got it either. The only reason I took two is because they paid me to take the first one, and then I used my brother's
Yeah.
name to take the second one. I was
I
hungry.
don't I don't trust what the experts say. It's a bunch of crap because everyone is their own. Life is too unique to be able to say, "Oh, if this equals this and that equals that, and if this then that. This isn't the Pythagorean theorem. Like, life is too complex for that. Everybody is
Exactly.
different.
It is 100%. That's the kick right there. You said it. Oh, you said a mouthful. Everybody's different. But so about the COVID thing though, are you also against immunizations?
I mean,
Because the COVID vaccine wasn't
I
a
I
cure; it
don't
was an immunization.
I
It
don't
was.
see things black and white like that.
I don't either.
I don't
But
I'm not the kind of person that's like, "Oh, I'm against this whole area of things. In support of this whole area." I'm not like
I
that.
get
I
that.
look at things individually.
But now
So
look at it
when it
individually as well.
I don't get
When they
shots.
made.
Like, no, I don't get shots. I
But
don't
what I'm saying is,
generally I don't want to put shots in my body
but
is my
you know
answer,
that's
but
how
I'm
they.
not going to judge anyone else for
I
doing
mean,
that.
and I agree with you on that. I'm personally for them, and the reason I'm for them is because the way they work is the mass majority gets them, and then it doesn't spread anymore. Even though people still did get sick, and they actually did find out that one of them actually just was given bullshit shots. I can't remember who it was, but they found out
Yeah?
there was something about one of them giving bullcrap shots or something like that. I can't
Well,
remember exactly what it was, but I had actually had people tell me that they thought it was all just a saline solution for a mind boggle. What I thought was, this is my whole opinion on COVID. When when the bubonic plague came through, did we wear masks? No, and it eventually stopped. Bird flu, swine flu, all that stuff came through. The shit was
yeah,
over, and
we
we didn't
did.
wear a mask. No, I don't. I didn't wear a mask one during the bird flu or swine flu. I don't
I
remember
was talking
ever
about the
wearing a mask.
bubonic plague. People were masked during the bubonic plague.
That was
Well,
ages ago.
they started to.
Right,
That's how they
but
discovered how it was spreading.
so with that being said though, in general though, so when the bird flu was around, I don't know a single person that wore a mask for the bird or swine flu. Not one single person. During COVID, I never wore a mask. I refused to do it, and I was not allowed to go in multiple places. Uh, but the way I'm looking at it is, when no one was wearing a mask, a wave came through and it stopped. A lot of people died. That's the way the world works. People live and die. Diseases happen. People die from them. But if you let it run its course and do what it's going to do, it is just a plague. It's going to leave. You still got to find a cure, find a vaccine or whatever. But at the end of the day, all we did was slow its movement down. It wasn't able to cycle around and cycle out. Uh, but with that being said, my dad actually died from COVID, and he never wouldn't take a shot. Uh, I actually have a friend of mine that had COVID and took the shot and he never got COVID again. And I've known people to take the COVID shot and actually get the cold again. You know what I mean? What it is that they don't work for everybody. It's the same thing as like getting your vaccines. They're not going to affect everybody the same.
Mhm.
And what the actual process of vaccines is the vast majority takes them. Then hope and what the hope is the vast majority will take them, because if they don't, then someone gets it and it still spreads. You see what I'm saying?
It's spread anyway. This
Right.
this
Yeah, but well,
this
that's how it works. That's how vaccines work. They find something that's gonna
well,
really hurt. They try to stop it early. I'm not stopping it late.
no.
I mean, that's just.
Vaccines are a bunch of bullshit, honestly. Listen, I've trained in the medical field. I work in the medical field. The reason that I no longer take vaccines is because number one, you do not need them. A vaccine is an imitation for what nature does already, which is you catching something and your T cells go, "Oh, hey, there's a new pathogen in the body. Let's learn everything that we know about this so that the next time we see it, we can F it up." Okay? It's imitation. It is not art. Okay? Art is nature.
Yeah, but that's
Number
science.
2,
Science and
number
nature don't
2,
fall in hand to hand all the time.
well, but here's the thing. The stuff that is in inoculations is garbage. It is disgusting. It is at the point where they're not only putting mRNA in vaccines, which is extremely dangerous. I don't think that people understand. Scientists have been trying to develop successful mRNA vaccines for over 20 years. Every single laboratory study of trying to get these approved has failed because no matter what animal they test them on, it gives them horrible side effects, including but not limited to multiple thromboses. Thromboses is when it's basically a stroke.
There's no
Okay?
actual definitive answer that those are linked.
Yes,
Nothing
it is.
definitive, not nothing
Yes, it is.
100%
Yes, it
definitive.
is. Because in every single study, it's the same results. It's thromboses. It is horrible
And that's like saying that the
uh,
vaccines cause what's it called, Down syndrome and
autism.
autism. It doesn't do that.
They
There's no
do.
definitive answer.
They
There's no
do. Yes,
definitive
there
proof.
is. There is
There is none.
absolute.
But
Actually,
I would like
yes,
to
there
say I
is.
would like to
Yes,
not
there
talk
is.
politics no more. I
100%
would like to stop with the
recently.
politics, please, because there is none. I prefer not to talk politics
Okay, sorry.
because
I'm not trying to get all
no,
riled up. I
I
just
know
feel passionately about that kind of
I do,
stuff.
and I get that, and I respect it. That's normally why I don't like talking politics, because people do get riled up. I try not to. I get riled up when people do though. Politics usually start fights though.
Yeah, it's a good general rule of thumb.
It's hard to find it.
Sometimes I forget that you're even streaming, so yeah, I take full responsibility for my part in that.
I mean, I was responsible too because I was definitely getting at worked up and agitated as well. So I take what my part was, but that's what caused me to. I'm actually getting better at life. I've actually realized that I was getting upset and decided to cut the com. Getting better at life. There
That's
was a
good.
time when I would have just shot people.
That's that at a time you would have just shot people. That's that reminds me of me in GTA. Like this conversation's over. You're just getting shot.
Hi,
That's pretty funny. No, that's personal growth. Yeah, I'm trying to do the same things. There's sometimes I don't realize that I might be coming off some kind of way, and I have to check myself
me
and
too.
take a step back and be like, I am engaging in conversation, but it might not come off that way.
Yeah,
So,
and so I'm the same way, and that's why like just now I was actually getting worked up, like not just sounding like I was getting worked up because I felt like worked up was coming, and so I felt myself getting passionate because we've both obviously done research and found the research proof from both sides. You see what I'm saying? Uh, that's the crazy part.
for
You're gonna
sure.
see mixed results in any research scientifically.
Of
Because
course.
somebody's going to play
Those
devil's
side
advocate and
remains
say,
hidden
well,
from
what
my
if that's not what
sight.
caused it?
Aerosprints
What
are
if it's
used as
this
an
that
agent of
from
the
this that
enemy
caused that?
lurks invoke your guard. If it is
Of
truly
course.
venture to
And but I,
good hunting message.
it's hard to find people that will talk politics. Like I'm not a big fan of Trump, but I have a lot of respect for Trump. The reason I have respect for Trump is because he will tell you how he feels, and he don't care if you know how he feels. He also will tell you.
Ain't that the
He
truth?
tells you exactly what he's doing. What was it he said? If uh, if you want me to start paying my taxes, you'll change the tax code. He didn't lie. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, I feel like that's the type of person that's needed in that position. Needs someone that's very, very blunt. I don't like what he's doing, but at least he's blunt about it. Like I watch the Farming Wild Beige guy. He said he has done better this fiscal year, or this presidential term than he has ever done in any other presidential term. However, if anybody else in the election would have got president, he would have done better than he's doing now. Because some things that Trump's doing is not lining up for business. I like the guy farming wild beige. I feel like he brings race into the situation a lot, but I feel like I understand why. But I like the guy. I think he's hilarious. I like what he stands for. You ever watched him on YouTube?
I hope
Nope.
you're not
He's the
expecting a
what is it
performance.
now
I had
guy.
to sell off my Funny you should ask.
I
There
have
was
no
an
idea.
odd-looking
So I'm gonna actually play. I don't know if I'll try to share it in here, and I'll play one real quick. Sometimes it don't let me do it. Share screen. Boom. I'm tired as hell today.
Well, you were out in the heat with no water, so
I
lucky
didn't
you
get no
didn't
sleep
get.
last night either, though. I was
Oh,
up
that
all night chill.
sucks.
I was hanging out with people. Uh, the reason I didn't stream last night or this morning was because so the place where I settled in when I first became homeless, where I actually settled in for a long length of time instead of just moving around in Charlotte. Uh, those people I look at them like family because there's been times where I've been over there or even went back over there, couldn't afford food, and they're in the same situation as me, don't got a dollar to my name, but giving me food. You know what I mean? And I consider them family. Well, when I got depressed, I was like, somebody cares, they'll call me, and it was like that for 3 months, and nobody called. So I just quit going over there, quit calling, quit going over there. Screw it. Phone works two ways. I'm not gonna be the only one that makes a push. Well, somebody called me yesterday and the day before, so I was like, that's weird. Something's going on. I'm going over there. So I went over there last night, hung out all night and all morning this morning. This is the farming wild beige. I think he's hilarious.
You know what's really impressive is competitive eating.
Oh yeah, the fact that they're not big as shit. This is funny right here.
Damn. Yeah, I think it's really impressive when it's like a teeny tiny Asian chick and she's like shoving hot dogs down her throat. Like, damn, dude, where are you putting that?
I mean, competitive eating is kind of like that word. This is FF Dark. It's kind of like blowing penis. You practice and the muscle
She's
stops
taking
gagging.
like whole taquitos.
I mean, like I'm not trying to be
And they're
nasty, but that's
serious
pretty much
about
the
it
same thing.
too.
It's the same thing as learning
I
how to
hope you're not
swallow without
expecting a
actually
performance.
digesting.
I had to sell. Funny you should
Yeah.
ask.
And they
He was
water
an
it down
odd-looking
too, so
kid.
it's
Last
like
I
it
saw him,
so it goes down easier. I'm
Why do
trying
they?
not to laugh over
So
here.
so check this out. Let me ask you this. In this game, let's go back to game for a second. Why do they bring quests up with the intimidate skill line and knowing you probably don't have that skill line yet?
We mean
Like
like when you're doing quests?
yeah, like the main storyline leads into
Because
art and is
because it's
automatic.
gonna automatically be included because you might have it by then.
You should never have it by then, and the reason being, well, I mean, you could
Why?
get it. You could get it by
What do you
then.
have against intimidating women?
I mean, I like them. I
Are you
like it when
afraid of
they.
us?
I like it when they intimidate me. I like it when they take charge. I'm tired of always being the man.
You want a woman to be the man for you
only,
for
only,
once?
only in the bedroom.
Only sometimes. You're like, sometimes I just need a woe man. You need to be womanced. That's what it is. You need some womancing.
Peg Dud Express just for you, buddy. That's funny. I wish I could get that. So the just for you, buddy thing. We started making like a movie with Halo 2 characters. Back then, I had a video capture card, and we recorded like the first like 35 or 40 minutes of it, and couldn't get no more done because well, we just got lost contact with each other. But it was all over MySpace until they shut that shit down. How did I go the wrong way? My horse is slower than me while I'm walking. It's insane. I hate when your horse is brand new. I kind of wish I didn't sell all my scrolls from the crown crates. Oh, come on. Yeah, I hate when the mount is first freshly done. It's so slow.
Have you ever seen that video where that this lady like takes her parents to a museum? Her parents are older. She's older, her parents are older. And she gives her dad a gummy. And he's trying to look at this like modern art installation of like a giant table that's supposed to make you feel like you're like doll size, and he's just laughing like he can barely. I'm just gonna send it to you. Do whatever you want with it.
Yeah, I'll
I
look at
think
it
it's
later.
funny.
I'm in the work.
Master Merrick. Yes, Merrick was supposed to meet me here, but he never arrived. While most of
Let's actually turn the game volume up so I can hear these people a little bit as well.
honor and faith, traveler. So far, distinctive clues elude us, and no. Yes, Merrick was. Merrick is many things, but mage is not one of them. I appreciate that.
Alright, so I just did a prologue quest.
A guild scout, Weemy. Take my horse, Weemy. She'll get you to the site quickly. I'll send word so the scout.
He just let me ride his horse, Weemy. And two-handed has been increased.
The prince sent you?
So what are you doing right now?
I was actually considering getting on Cyberpunk.
Boo! Anything that's not a ESO, boo!
Don't be jealous.
What was
I
there to be
can feel
jealous
the
of?
jealousy. It's okay.
What's there to be
Can't
jealous of?
promising. See what those papers are. Merrick was
That
after
I
the
get to
enemy
play
by himself.
Cyberpunk.
That spot on the map.
You know
It's
what
northwest of
people
here.
are really jealous of? The fact that they
Me,
don't get
because
to
I
play.
get to play Cyberpunk.
Somebody thinks highly of them.
No, I don't think highly of myself. I think highly of that game because I'm getting addicted to it.
I'll be honest, I'd play a couple other ones that are out right now every now and then if it wasn't for the fact that I don't have the storage. But
I
would
love
mostly be
Cyberpunk.
ESO. I love ESO. If it wasn't for Halo shutting down, I would still be playing Halo 2 though.
So much to do, so little time. You look strong. Maybe you can help.
I just unlocked City of Vash. And I get to choose the Lion Guard Knight costume or the Covenant Scout costume. I don't like either one of them. I guess I'll choose the Lion Guard. I bet that didn't stack. I need a set of gear, I think. Oh, that's what I was doing. Weapons. I need a back bar. What should I do? Should I do Heartland's Conquer? Oh, it's on the front bar.
I'd rather be cracking heads.
No, I put the wrong weapon on the back bar. No, that'll work. I'll rock the ice staff on the back for right now. Skills. What is this? This is a damage shield, so that's the right spot. What do I got on the front bar? Weapon swap. I have cost determined by highest max resource.
I could use a break.
So I'm going for a DPS. I need to get rid of this. I don't think that beam is going to do me much good in PvP scenarios. This needs to come off of there. So this is Crypto Series, this is the heal. And I can morph it, evolving, heals for an additional amount over time, healing low health targets, grant ultimate. Ooh. So this does a series of visual critical runes, then propel them towards yourself or an ally. The runes heal for health 3 times, generating a crux. Healing a target 150%. Grants a minor heroism for 6 seconds, in generating 1 ultimate every 1 second. But this one is each active crux reduces the cost of this ability. It's a little selfish. No, it's the same, but here you get like a. This is for the healer. I'm going with evolving. Remedy Cascade is channel the Abyssal Seed, beam of restoration ward of energy that heals you and your allies. I don't need that skill. As it stands, crave the runes that bind or blind man to call forth a spinning mystic disc. This surrounds you or up to 4 allies in front of you, generating a shield that absorbs. That is going on the back bar. Alright. Soldier of Apocrypha. Crap. Options. Free spec. I didn't even read what I was morphing. I don't know why I'm looking at skills like I'm going to be able to do something. In my mind, I can't even think straight right now. Rune Sunder, that's an attack, so that can go on front bar where it is. Rune Spy Ward is a damage shield for 6 seconds, scaling off your max health. The first time you take that's for a tank. Forge a definitive all-runic armor around you, granting a major resolve. That's already on my bar. So Withering Rune Blades. That's on the bar. My front bar looks alright now, at least in the sense of skills for this freaking Arcanist. I just gotta get my back bar worked up.
Galathor's upset about it.
Don't you just hate grinding a character's slow style?
And they buy them. A true walker, that one.
State your destination. Tell me.
I have just discovered Reaper's March on my Arcanist. Ralaka.
We depart.
Wait, there's a book.
We can find room. Tell me.
Holy crap, they just literally made me circle the map to go back to the same place for nothing. There we go. You know what's crazy? When I was leaving my tent, so I have a like a little metal stand for my computer to help keep it cool. I left it in my tent, right? I walked back in my tent to get it. Now, peep this. I walked back in my tent to get it. I set everything outside, and I still walk away from my tent to go play, to come up here and play and stream, and still left that thing sitting exactly where my bags were sitting down at. I feel so stupid. I've got to change some settings around. Settings. Combat. Is it combat keybinds? No, it's gameplay. No, it's not. It is controls. I need to change my weapon swap. Weapon swap. Bind. Now I need crouch. Bind. Hey yo, I think I might be better at this Arcanist than aiming my sword. don't like this beam. I'm not a big fan of that. I just feel super vulnerable using the beam.
You'll never leave this place alive.
Crap, I don't have any potions.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted?
Abner Thorn.
This is Abner Thorn. Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What did you? How dare you? Well, correct me if I'm. Are you?
Where do you get the persuade
I didn't
skill
think-
from?
Of course I. You, get away from that.
See ya. Excuse me. I think Persuade is a fighter's guild ability, if I'm not mistaken. Clockwork Raven, you there? Beam duration is increased, automatically follows the initial target and searches for new targets if it's slain. Also applies snare to enemy and hit damage increases over time. Oh, and thanks for the gift sub, whoever gifted me that. Yeah, that would have been, if I'm not mistaken, Old Fella playing gave me that. It's been a few days ago. Drastically increases the size of the damage shield. Hey, yo, Ollie D, I got a question. Do you know where the, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Persuade a fighter's guild ability? Wouldn't have to level fighter's gear to get guild to get Persuade? uh, okay, so give me 1 second. I will actually figure that out. Brendan, or whatever that word means, however you say that. Oh, I forgot. Brendan. Isn't that a Fighters Guild ability? That's Fighters Guild ability? That's crazy. How do you say that? Krieg Guild Decision. Tongue twister. So you said intimidate. Okay. Okay, Mage's Guild. This is why I hate using AI. Now it says the however you say it. It said the first one is intimidating present on ESO on the ESO skill book webpage. I couldn't say that, bro, if I wanted to. There was no way I could say that. Squirrel. You got me. You got me. You got me. You fool. Straight got me, bro. Actually wanted you to speak that out. Squirrel. Oh, try to say it. It should run. Hold on. Hashimin. Yeah, stick to English, bro. Yeah, I think so. I think it's probably the better choice for me, huh? The what? Yeah, no, I'm not even trying that. Ain't no way. Check out this character sheet now. So at a whopping level 20, we have some pretty good uh, pools to pull from on our attributes. We need to get the recoveries up some. Resistance isn't bad for this low level. I feel like the critical chance is not bad. We need a Munda Stone. We're gonna go sign up for this Fighters Guild real quick. Go ahead and get this leveled up.
next time I'm in the... Then let me... What do you say? Then let...
Skill line gained. Now I have access to Fighters Guild.
I know you'll change the rivers.
What is the fastest way to level up the Fighters Guild? Do 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 do. Fast way, alcohol, there's grinding, the fighters, no. Killing Donna Jage, reward Williams, werewolf, scat, blah 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 blah. Fighters Guild daily quest, that's perfect. 3 domens in assigned zone gives 10 Fighter Guild points. Okay, that's good.
Comrade, a word.
Who said that? I don't want to pick those up right now. Gotta find the attacker's camp. This mount is so slow. No.
State your...
Crap, I just went to the wrong place.
We can find room. Tell me.
Not bad.
We depart within the hour. Tell me.
It's gonna have me go in a circle again, I bet. I need to go ahead and go discover this Wayshrine real quick. Wayshrine? I can't talk today.
Hefe.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Not much. So did your yesterday evening go pretty well?
Yeah, just mostly reminded me of where I could remain if I don't get my shit together.
You
So
there.
it actually
I
was a
could
very
use some help.
positive thing.
That fighters. What? No!
It's the damn worm cult. I knew the armor looked
No more
familiar.
talking until.
That's
what?
cool.
No! No more talking. What? No more. The Order of the Black Worm. He seemed to have a lot of faith.
I
What?
tried and I
No!
tried looking for that
No more
ESO
talking until I get those.
thing, and
What?
I can't
No,
find
no
it.
more talking until
I know I got the code somewhere. I just can't find it.
What is it now? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. It took me a second. I'm running on no sleep last night and no water today because I was cleaning my tent area, trying to get it all tightened back up so I can start doing shorts and things like that about my homeless come up like I was doing on YouTube originally. I got to get the place cleaned back up again though.
But I found a bunch of game
Let's get those
game
leads
things
back
for
to that
Star Trek
cultist
Online.
Scum.
Nice.
Better not have died before I get to kill him.
You know, way back when Star Trek Online first started, they offered
I'm pragmatic.
almost
Smart.
like a founders
Thank you.
deal.
Leave him. Let's go over what we know.
It
You
was
have my
like
word.
you paid like
We all
$300, but you get
Look for
like
me
a
outside after you
lifetime
talk to the Magister.
membership.
I have a few more thoughts
Yeah.
I want to share with this worm.
It would be like it's like be similar to like ESOs. You get ESO plus for life type deal.
Yeah, yeah.
The crew's in danger.
We had the account. I played it for like a few years, and I stopped playing it. And I managed to recover it from my old account. And it's been giving me the monthly allotment every month since I stopped playing.
Oh wow. Yeah, so you
So I have, like,
basically had some currency there.
Yeah, like over $100 worth of currency.
Yeah, Shrimp said he did that when he went to the military. He was playing for ESO Plus the whole time he was deployed. So he said when he got back and started playing, because he had forgot to turn off the subscription. He said when he come back, he had so many crowns.
You should rest, Magister Andrello. That incident
The
has
melody's
of
easy.
sorts.
You're not the you. I have.
Yeah, but the bad part is he was paying month to month.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find the Magister, pal? And we need...
But yeah, aside from the reminder of what could remain, it went fairly well.
I appreciate the Fighters Guild coming to our aid, Princess Ah.
Comrade, Scordo, I came as soon as I received your message.
Gabriel! Azar! The worm cult is going to attack the Mages Guild!
They're already
So
here.
what kind of office
Merrick
laptop you
arrived
running?
before you and the prince.
Do what?
He ran down to help.
Or what kind of office laptop?
The attack's begun and Merrick ran
What
down
kind of
there?
what?
Damn! Tell
Your
Gabriel
laptop.
what we learned, but be
Oh,
quick
it's a
about it.
Dell Latitude 5420. It's pretty basic. The graphics are just tremendously not tremendous. And
Time is short.
then
The door to the
the
underground
other
chambers
issue
is right
is
over there. Be careful.
Go, comrade. We need to help the guild master.
they're not dedicated. It's completely integrated. So they're pretty pretty lightweight.
Let's look for Guildmaster Mary, but be ready to take down any cultists you see.
Is it the Iris Z graphics or the Intel UHD?
I think it's Iris, so they're a little bit better than the Northeast Standard, but it's
That Fighter's Guild warrior. He sliced through the attackers and ran farther in.
Just like at our guild halls, no obvious sign of forced entry, yet clear signs of battle.
so I'm not liking this beam on the Arcanist whatsoever. It just makes me feel too vulnerable. Super powerful, but at the cost of what?
I thought I was
You're
finished.
basically a sitting
Thank you.
duck. They interrupt you, it's over. And I have no potions. This sucks.
You know
The Mages
what
Guild
sucks
built
about
all this
ESO?
under Shornhelm? I wonder if the people know what lies
It doesn't
beneath
support like the upscaling thing.
What doesn't? What don't support it?
Like DLSS or XESS.
I don't know what that is.
I can't believe the worm cult has
What
returned.
resolution are you running?
1080. No, it's actually low. It's the lowest setting you can get, so whatever that is.
In like 720p?
Nah, whatever the lowest setting is in ESO. So if it, I guess that makes sense. If it's 720 is the lowest setting you can choose, I chose the lowest. That's why it looks like I'm playing on a Nintendo 64 sometimes.
We must find.
Excuse me.
lets you run at like a lower, like
Now, kill.
kind of improves your image while using a lower kind of using less detail.
Yeah. For me, it just improves the, like, it's just a matter of the game can't run, my system can't run half the stuff I do in ESO.
This might, I know it might sound probably annoying, but
We must
are
find
you running dual channel or single channel?
What do you mean dual channel?
Thank the divines, I'm safe.
2 sticks of RAM or 1?
Oh, it's this computer can't hold but one.
Well, it should.
Nah, this one only holds
says-
one. I've opened it. Online says it does, but I've opened it up numerous times. That's usually the first thing I do is open up a computer. They also told me they were selling me a computer, a PC with DDR4, and it ended up being, or the other way around. It might have been. They said that they told me it was one, and then they ended up giving me the other.
Look, across the chasm. Guildmaster Merrick.
Ah,
the world
fudge
called-
packer. I just walked straight off the edge of the map.
Well, sometimes with Dells, they put the second RAM slot on the other side of the motherboard. The only way to access it is to actually remove the motherboard.
Usually, if they're like that, it's soldered.
I appreciate the help, stranger.
At least it's been my experience. If it's got one slot and there's no other slot, and then you have another slot there, it's usually soldered in, dedicated or integrated RAM.
Strike now.
Timberwolf, 35 stream streak.
And you said it was a 5420?
Yeah, Dell Latitude 5420. Online says it has two RAM slots, but I've opened it up, and it's the slim version on top of that, which usually has usually has only the one slot, or it's like the base model of the base model kind of situation.
I saw another red guard from the French guild. He headed toward the meeting chambers.
Howeedy. How was your day-to-day, Timber? Stop casting that skill. Stop, I said.
Wow, that sucks.
What's that?
Yeah, if you got if you got one with ZE graphics on a single RAM thing, it's really nerfing the integrated graphics. You're losing probably around 40% of your performance.
Oh, I already know. I already know. It's not meant to play games though. It's literally meant to write text documents. I'm so tired.
I can't believe the worm cult has returned.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Timber.
Advance!
I may call it early tonight if I don't quit yawning. Snap. I can't quit yawning.
I appreciate the help, stranger.
Shit, I can't quit yawning. I may have to call it tonight. I'm falling asleep and everything.
You're making me yawn.
Yeah, I'm tired, man. Like I said, I stayed up all night hanging out with my buddy last night. Didn't get no sleep. Then I came home and I was in the heat, no water, trying to clean my tent area up. It was bad, so I'm gonna, when I go back to my tent tonight, I have a location where I pull water from. I just couldn't get to it earlier because of the business being open. I'm about to go down there and chug a shit ton of water. Hopefully use the bathroom break as an alarm to get back on track tomorrow. Snap.
By the gods! Merrick! Merrick
Is there anything you need?
dead.
Huh?
Is there anything like you need like right now? Like this, I'm not talking about water stuff, like
Bro, I'm hungry as fuck. Other than that, I'm alright. You talking about in game?
no, I mean like real life, like
Yeah, just
if you need
I've had yeah, something to eat would be about all I would need right now. I haven't really ate much today. A couple
I
of
saw another Red Guard from the Fighters
couple
Guild.
of
He headed toward the meeting
warm
chambers.
buttered what you call them, bagels. The people I went and visited, they're also in the same situation, so I try not to take a lot from them when I'm over there.
yeah.
But mostly the visit went really well because it reminded me if I keep letting my like personal area go, I'm going to end up in the same situation that I'm already in, just worse off. So I actually took the day to clean up my area some.
I thought I was finished. Thank you.
That fighter's guild warrior. He sliced through the attackers and ran farther in.
I just leveled up.
So what part of the country are you located in?
South Carolina. I'm actually in North Carolina. I live in, honestly, I live in the fastest growing state or the fastest growing city in America right now. At least average standing. It's not like they're currently number one, but they were number one for the, or even over New York for a long time, a couple years back.
Thank the divine. I'm safe.
Are you good on winter gear? With
No,
fallen...
bro, I'm screwed. So truth be told, my tent is caving in. I have no tarps. My heater broke last year. I'm really screwed at the moment. Like I have got to tighten up. It's just the fact of the matter. A heater is $80 for the one that because I run a propane heater. I can usually keep propane. Propane's not really expensive. I mean, it's expensive, but it's a necessity. And so what I do is I used to have a Mr. Buddy heater with an adapter that would hold 20-gallon tanks.
Yeah.
And my the porcelain plating or whatever it is that heats up the ceramic tile plating busted through and through from one end to the other.
Oh, gee.
So my heater's kind of out of commission. It busted in like the middle of the winter last year too. It was kind of crazy.
Guild warrior. He sliced through the attackers and ran farther in.
I was going the right way and then turned myself around.
I saw another Red Guard from the Fighters Guild. He headed toward the meeting chambers.
Question, if somebody wanted to get something to you, how would they do that?
So the best, so if you was wanting to order, if you wanted to do items, it would be best to do like Amazon and add an Amazon locker. The problem is with Amazon lockers, I have to have the device that it's going uh, to be able to unlock the locker. I actually don't have an address to send anything to. Uh, the way I normally shop is I normally go where I'm banned from Walmart for the next year. I've got about 6 months left. Uh, I usually do like a online shopping, and then I'll go up and like I'll pick it up, or I'll go to another store, another retail place until that ban's lifted. If you was wanting to do funds, there's a tipping link, or you can either I can either send my Cash App, PayPal. Uh, the best way to do it is to let me know when you're about to send it, and I can actually try to contact some people. If you were wanting to do food during the daytime, I'm always at the Panera Bread uh, because they're cool enough to let me sit there and actually do the stream. And on top of that, I pay every month. I pay for what's called the Unlimited Sip Club. It's $15 a month. I get unlimited drinks all month long for $15. You can't beat that deal. Not sponsored, by the way. Uh, but like if you was wanting to like do a DoorDash, I would give you an address, and then they could bring it here for like when I'm on the nighttime situation. There are a couple of options. Another way to do it is I usually get things to my first and last name. I don't know if you're familiar with the mailing out of things on what they call general delivery.
No, not familiar.
So general delivery is where you send something to someone under general delivery and give the zip code of the main where the main post office is located in the town. So like Charlotte would be 28205. Uh, then you would let them know when the package gets there, or send them the tracking number, and I would just have to go up there and pick it up within a week, or it gets returned. So basically, like on the day that it arrives, I would go up there that day as early as possible and wait in line.
Over here. I
There
just
are
need a
there are a
moment of your
couple of
time.
pretty sturdy options. How did I end up back out of here? I gotta go all the way around. What the world? Yeah, there are. I do have a couple of friends that let me get mail there. Sometimes they're just hard to get a hold of.
Thank the divines, I'm safe.
Oh, have you heard about those USB light sticks?
USB light sticks.
Yeah, they look like a giant like flash disk,
I thought I was finished.
like a flash drive.
Thank you.
You know, those like no, really long flash drive, but it's basically a see-through plastic. And they got a board running on the inside with LEDs attached to it. You can plug it into any USB adapter or power bank, and it turns it into a lamp.
Never heard of them.
They're like super cheap. They're like they sell them online for like $2.
I appreciate the help, stranger.
$1.50, $2.
It's pretty cheap.
And that thing is bright. It can light up, you know, it's enough to give you enough light in a room to not trip over yourself.
Yeah.
Especially with the power outage.
Yeah, I have to look into those. That's pretty cheap. I'm hoping that something will pick up in the situation where this winter I can be in a motel. Last winter sucked. It was pretty rough winter last winter actually. I'm lucky I actually had heat last winter. So I was able to make it. I had that heater actually ran all the way to like the butt end of it. And the butt end of it, I was just running 5-gallon tanks. Like I've got a cooking top stove thing that you put the 1-gallon tank in, and it like sets on top of the tank. So you just set the tank in the middle of the floor or something, and it's like it's a stove eye that uses butane for or not butane, but propane for heat or to fuel it.
God, what's the other called? I don't know if you heard hunting socks.
You talking about like real big thermal?
Well, I heard they got some that you could plug a battery into them, and they keep your feet warm.
I never heard of them.
I'll teleport the remains of that horrid device upstairs for study.
I gotta look
That
this
was
up.
his father's sword. Merrick
I know they got the motorcycle jackets that you can do that with. They've even got some that are actually really good, like so good you can actually turn them on like you know how some of the seats in cars now have cooled seats instead of just heated.
Will join you. You have my word.
As the
Yeah.
first defeated
They've got the no, I just failed again. They've got a motorcycle jacket now that has the same concept. It's cooled and heated.
Action Heat AA cotton battery heated socks.
That's pretty cool. I knew they had gloves like that, but I didn't know they had socks.
And at the store I'm looking at, it's $49.99.
It's not a bad deal. I know the gloves are like 30 or 40 bucks.
Might sound silly. The first time I heard about battery heated socks was I was watching an old MASH episode. And they were freezing in the tent, and like, why aren't you freezing? Hey, your tootsies are warm.
The battle's over. Sort of. Hungry?
And then you got Klinger who goes, yeah, I got the same thing, but mine's in a bra.
Yours in a what?
A bra.
Oh yeah.
Hungry?
You know, he was always trying to get out of Section 8 by dressing in women's clothing.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
You know, the reason why in the later series they wrote him out of, get him out of dresses and back in regular uniform was because his children were being teased at school for the character he played.
No.
That can't be right. What Princess
For real?
Oz said. Merrick can't be dead. Tell me this is some sort of bad joke, pal.
That's sad.
But I did learn that the Toledo Mud Hens that he always talked about in the show as Klinger is actually a real baseball team, and that's his personal favorite.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
The Toledo Mud Hens.
Those tusking bastards. I came back here to rally the troops, but I should have went down there with you. I could have saved Merrick. Oh, right. Of course.
Guildmaster Merrick is really dead, Scordo.
Hey, I've been pickpocketing around the
You're
town,
right,
and I picked up some chef hats for decorations. You want one?
What is? I'll take one if you don't want it.
I hear your word. You're right, comrade. Your words were like...
I got like tons of them.
The
I'll
note
send you
we
two if you want to.
Come, comrades. We have plans to make.
Do what?
I say if you want two of them, I can send you two.
No problem on your riz, Ollie D. One should be fine. I'm not sure what they're worth.
You helped me realize that the note we... Perhaps.
Pardon the interruption. Von Escalarian would like to talk to you. He's right outside.
The leader of the Magus Guild? His assistance could be crucial to destroying the worm nest.
Let's see. This channels an abyssal seed to console a beam of restorative energy. I want that off my bar. I'm not a healer on this build. Not yet anyways. So I need to get rid of that. It's not on my bar. That's pretty funny. I think it just popped. Thank you, sir.
Check your mail.
Yeah, it just popped. Chef hat decorative and pocket whistle brass. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna leave it in there so that way I don't use it on accident, or I don't destroy it or sell it or something until I go to my house to place it.
Oh, I figured out how to get a nowhere key.
Did you?
Yeah, the new for the free runners for those 3 new quests for that faction. If you do each time you do it, you get 20 favor points, and when you hit 200 favor points or 10 quests, you automatically get a key added to your inventory.
Okay.
There's no time for nicety.
Appreciate the tip on that. That's good advice.
Apparently, the points are not account like shared. They're character only. So you could have like, do 2 characters doing 3 quests and in like 5 days you'll get 2 keys.
That's pretty good. I know my buddy got one real early in. He said they were going for, at the time they were going for like 3 million a piece.
I never had any luck with it because they said other drops would be like um, thieves troves and world bosses and stuff like that. And like I ain't seen nothing. I think they're lying to me.
I know that one of them comes from doing the Thieves Guild quest line, if I'm not mistaken. Or yes, it might be the Thieves Guild quest. Whatever the quest line's called. It's the Thieves Guild. I think it's the Thieves Guild. I'm not sure.
Dragons in your own homeland.
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverwood.
It's called
I
a
went through
where
that
now.
line.
It's huh?
Oh, I said I went through that line and I didn't notice any keys.
Did you not get a where now key? Or nowhere,
No,
no how, or no where now key?
no.
So one of the quests, like something you do in the questing, will give you something called a where now key, and I think that they're considered where now keys until they
Thanks,
flip
Stendhal.
over, but I may be wrong.
Watch after the new recruit, Aleph. Colors would hate it if we lost another one.
Yes, Aleph will watch the new blood.
I haven't finished yet either, so come on.
Cease your meddling, scum. The Redguard's soul will fuel the Mortum Vivicus. Nothing you can do can stop it!
Dark Moons! Return to Vocal Guard quick as you can, comrade. Seize all colors must know.
What you mean I can't mount right now? What you mean? Oh, this is stupid. I hate quests where you can't mount. Oh, well, that's lag. There's another thing I needed settings wise. So that would be under interface, performance on. Oh yeah, I'm getting 999, the plus symbol with ping right now. And the mount speeds are the worst thing about leveling a new character. I knew I was about to lag out.
It's fast. It's faster just to get off the mountain and run.
At some points it is. I think my mount's officially faster than I can run now, but just barely. I had like 7 scrolls for each for each of the disciplines: the speed, the agility, and whatever the other one is.
Have you taken the new one into uh, like battlegrounds or anything?
No, this build it's not quite ready. I haven't got enough skills unlocked.
Oh, don't worry about skills. You just need to get enough, you know, to unlock that first passive in your in the alliance.
No, I'm
Then
saying I don't. Huh?
that'll give you a 15% boost to your mount, and you could run around faster.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, this one. This character here. When I made it, uh, I had my the viewers when I made it at the time. They voted on what character I should use, and then they so it's a she, but that was my choice. But they all said that I needed to do the Arcanist, and then I said, should I power level it or should I slow level it and get it to where it needs to be, the the proper way of grinding levels. And so
Yeah.
instead of power leveling it like you would your second character because you're already in CP, I have to slow level it thanks to the viewers, which is why I don't play it often. I just lagged plumb out.
I was hoping to find some of the new um, blueprints.
I'm actually something I'm excited to do, which is kind of a first for me because I hate scrying. I'm excited to get that mythic called the Mad
Back
God's
so
dancing
soon,
shoes.
comrade? A vision of a drop.
Oh yeah, I, I got a lead somewhere from that. I think from was it Solace?
I'm not sure, but they're like that's an extremely insane set. Ladies and gentlemen, in the stream, because I missed two back-to-back stream times over the course of the past 24 hours, we are doing a double up in the on the giveaway this weekend. So this weekend's giveaway, instead of 1 million, excuse me, instead of 1 mil gold, we are going to have a 2 million gold giveaway. Let me know. Holly D, how you doing tonight? Rebel, welcome into the stream. Catching me on the last 30 minutes. You're running. Well, words are hard. Catching me on the last 30 minutes of the Hefe After Fucking Dark. I didn't get any sleep last night, so we may be late getting on tomorrow. But after that, if I'm even late, we will be on our regularly scheduled program. And we are doing a 2 million gold giveaway this week to make up for the last two streams being missed. Yeah, so I visited a friend last night. So my current situation, one of the areas in my city that I live in, that I settled down in at first, uh, those are their people over there are pretty close friends of mine, and I've gotten into like a depressed streak for the past couple months, and I just quit calling them. Nobody called me in that defense. You know what I mean? It was. I feel like the phone works two ways, and for like 2.5 or 3 months, not one person called to say, how you doing? Kiss my ass, fuck you." None of that stuff, and so I just kind of stayed away. And then out of nowhere, two people called me, so I decided it's time to go back and visit. I used to go once a week. Uh, it's like a 2 hour bus ride, unfortunately, because of the transit system here sucks. And then I didn't stream this afternoon because I decided after leaving that side of town that I would go back to my place where my tent's set up at and clean up the area. Where I've been depressed. I had to let it go. I'm starting to feel back to myself now, so it's time to get back to the regular grind of things. Get my area tightened back up, get it prepared for winter, I guess. So a couple days a week for the next few weeks, I'm going to probably cut the afternoon stream down early. So I'll probably get off at like 6 instead of 8:30, like 6:30. Leave there at 7. That's 2 hours early. That'll give me 2 hours more before the next stream for me to be able to do a little more cleaning. Yeah, it's just it's so the situation is where my tent had so over the winter the snow. The last snow was real bad. My tarps got messed up, and so it rained like every other day for like a month here, every third day even sometimes. And so like every time I would wash my clothes, it would rain again, the wind would blow them off, they'd get muddy, I'd have to rewash them, and it just got to me. And then the situation was piling up on my mental too, so I was just kind of not feeling anything, and then kind of feeling back to myself.
Welcome to the fight,
Actually visiting them was probably what I needed to do to remind myself that if I don't stay tightened up and continue to keep going with the path I'm going, that I may very well end up in the same situation that I'm in now more often, or for longer, without continuing to push forward like I'm attempting to do now. I'll end up stuck in that same rut.
Cease your meddling, mortal. The Master has plans for the Red Guard.
What was that voice?
We're not done with you yet. The Red Guard is mine.
Merrick ran off after some other Daedra. Get after him. Don't let her take
I think that's the last of them.
Help me, please.
My master has plans for your pure soul, Merrick. You should feel honored.
Comrade, what happened? Where did you go? Which do you crew?
I hate this quest.
Comrade, to me.
Excuse me.
Comrade! I am Yofnir Iceblade, former master of the Fighters Guild. Don't interrupt, I cannot...
I was pickpocketing around Daggerfall, and you know how when you pickpocket, they tell you what kind of character you're gonna pickpocket.
Yeah.
Like the noble or something.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's a couple in the house, and they're both drunkards.
Did you ever play Oblivion?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the Dark Brotherhood quests?
Oh, that was like the best.
Yeah. Do you remember knocking down the chandelier on the guy?
I didn't do the chandelier. I loosened the thing on the wall. It was like a trophy mount.
That's what it was. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah.
I always thought that was probably the best quest they had.
You don't. What like amazed me during the Brotherhood quest? Remember when you went to God, was it Bravo or You know the one with the statue of the Lady of Luck, and then it like kind of morphs into like the Dark Lady. You know.
Yeah. I do remember that.
That was like so freaking awesome. I was like, holy crap, when I saw that.
You have failed me,
Stendar, my head.
I remember in Oblivion, I would go, and I would hide underneath the docks, right?
Hmm.
Once you exit the sewers,
Yeah.
and I would get there and just spam the jump button and just level up my athletics.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember leveling up athletics. What I did was I just jumped around the map everywhere I went.
Hey, we're able to catch up to Mark the Liar.
Not sure who that is.
It's that Khajiit in the robes.
Oh, I don't remember
You've
that.
done a
It's
great
been a long
service for the
time. I
guild.
just happened to out of
I'll look for
nowhere
you down the
remember
river,
that.
comrade. Of course.
And then
Yafnir.
what you said, I actually
Interesting.
remembered that as well.
Yafnir. Interesting. Yafnir.
He runs like a
Interesting.
freaking like a cat out of hell, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, you see him on the road, and you can't even keep up with him. He's like so fast.
Man, I swear this Arcanist is gonna be a beast when I'm done with it. I gotta stop picking up these Mages Guild books before I mess up and have too many of them to level my Mages Guild up.
I relocated to Skingrad to see what kind of stuff I could pickpocket. Because I know, I know Skingrad, the NPCs have like furnishing items you could pickpocket off of them. But I don't know if what other DLCs has that.
Yeah. What the world?
There's an urgent task for you.
Wait, what? Okay, I have no more urgent task.
No idea.
Let's level up this fighter's intimidating presence. Finally got it. Alright. Now. But yeah, so I promised my early stream viewers when I when I first started the channel that I would slow level this character, and I'm one of those I stuck my foot in my mouth kind of guy. So now I gotta eat toad.
To discuss, you and I.
Never, I repeat, never attempt to draw magicka from the environment like this in the field. Disaster will be your only reward.
Excellent. You are now.
Finally, I was beginning to think uneasy.
Now I know some of you are wondering why I ban necromancy in my classroom. Trust me, the smell alone is
Yes,
worth
that's
storing
just in
there.
line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Excellent.
Don't let this theory of non-conjoined thaumaturgic vectors throw you. It's really quite simple. I call this Shalador's legacy. The great man himself was the pioneer of this technique.
What?
We have years.
Oh, this is funny. One of the things I pickpocketed was a bird skeleton in a bird cage.
Nice.
This bird you sold me is dead. It's a deceased Polly. You ever heard of that one? It's a skit from Monty Python. It's a dead parrot sketch.
I don't think I've ever actually watched that.
Yeah, because I got home and I found out the only reason it was perched on in the cage because its feet's been nailed to it.
That's pretty funny.
Abnathan.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk. I heard you in the... Didn't the prophet tell you? I don't know where to... We were chosen. Abner Tharn is grand.
Come on.
Abner Tharn is grand. Tharn's first loyalty.
What do you mean?
I heard you in the... Didn't the prophet tell you this? I know it's a lot to take
There we
in.
go.
We'll talk more.
Alright, so that part's done. Just gained another skill point. When you activate an ability, you restore 200 magicka or stamina based on whichever is lowest. This effect can occur once every 6 seconds. Increases your max magicka. I'm starting to believe I should have picked a different race for my Arcanist.
But which one did you pick?
I picked High Elf because I didn't have any race in the Alliance.
Oh, which one?
At the time, I made it a High Elf.
Oh, High Elf.
Yeah, when I first made it, I didn't have the any race, any Alliance tokens. So I made it on my comfortable class or comfortable race.
Yeah, and maybe the one that I was working on, I made it a Bosmer.
I think I may have to get a race change token and change its race.
You know, I was reading up that War Maiden set. It will work on stamina Arcanists for the beam.
Yeah.
We're at 600 damage, magic damage.
Yeah. I don't know if I like the beam. I'm sitting here steadily being patient, waiting to get rid of it. I can't stand it. Like I feel so like for PvP, because that's actually what this character is gonna be in the long run. Is PvP. It's just so you're so vulnerable when you use it.
Don't come any... Oh, you're not one of those Daedric monstrosities.
And plus, I ended up casting it 1,000 times, trying to cancel it out.
Be careful. Those old mines may be abandoned, but that doesn't mean they're empty. Meanwhile,
All right, chat. Let's see who we should raid on this installment. I've got to go rest my pretty little head on that pretty little bed. Why is my filter for following not showing up? Raid channel. I must have no followers online. You know, I think I'm gonna skip the raid tonight and we'll raid someone starting again tomorrow. I'm just too tired to go through and try to search for somebody. So I apologize for that again to make up for the inconveniences of the past 24 hours, give or take. We are going to do a 2 million gold giveaway for the viewers. So don't forget to prepare for your tickets. Viewership does get tickets. So basically, the first ticket's always free, and you will be able to get 100 of these tickets. They will be 25 FA coin per, and I am getting ready to create a way, as long as it lets me do this, to transfer the Hefe coin from Twitch to the Hefe coin that's actually being used. So I have figured out the issues with the Hefe coin. I just have to create the solution and see if it works. So we will see you tomorrow. Same Hefe time, same Hefe place.